to destroy us as a party. But we let them know during this election that we are a force to reckon with.
All right. Did you like that?
They tell people answer. They never do more than 1 year. What always people that are beyond CDC, they present, they will measure to who, what that corridor, start complaint, attack the question, then you continue to plastic and you will do better. So the 4-year guarantee in Liberia. I said, when they tell them, they go by the play where they're coming from, they go by the one letter. They're power to more than 1 year.
Everything I said before God, I was president of the Senate. And for all the time I was president of the Senate, my job was to sit down and direct the debate. So you put your hand up, I recognize you. I'm telling you, one day, Mr. We are never put your hand up. Because he didn't have anything to say. That's why they were calling Bobo Senator. I'm not joking. Joe Howard-Taylor knows that. The only time we spoke to me was one Thursday. We had a meeting and we're taking on. I said, hey, Chief, gotta go hustle. I said, you Senator, who you going hustle?
I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up for 4 more politicians and 4 more opposition to come and can't do that. They do something to me. Look, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, the heat will hit somebody. They put out and say, oh, you're not buy, they're not buy me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I left from Nimakana, I reached at 2 o'clock in the morning because I was angry. I don't want to see anybody that movement. Jeremiah did not want me to be represented. I do not want Jeremiah to be vice president. Who will feed it? Who will feed it?
We got no leader in Labrador concerning our left president with Joe. Of course. Like you or not, for the carry in there. Yes, he just screened well for all because since 15 years plus we've been living in my house around here. And he there screened well by baby. They are screaming well. Apartment, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 1 bedroom. I gave me 12-year president because since we've been getting leader, he's the only president that come in and sit in a chair and do things that other people have never done.
And we do not no longer support Unity Party. And the reason why is because of how they treated us. Almost 4 of our candidates, they took them away from us. And the fact that they're from the same tribe and the same county, they took them away from us. They use tribal pressure to force these people to leave our party. People we worked with for 6 years were bad enough to go and try to destroy us as a party. But we let them know during this election that we are a force to reckon with.
All right. Did you like that?
They tell people answer. They never do more than 1 year. What always people that are beyond CDC, they present, they will measure to who, what that corridor, start complaint, attack the question, then you continue to plastic and you will do better. So the 4-year guarantee in Liberia. I said, when they tell them, they go by the play where they're coming from, they go by the one letter. They're power to more than 1 year.
Everything I said before God, I was president of the Senate. And for all the time I was president of the Senate, my job was to sit down and direct the debate. So you put your hand up, I recognize you. I'm telling you, one day, Mr. We are never put your hand up. Because he didn't have anything to say. That's why they were calling Bobo Senator. I'm not joking. Joe Howard-Taylor knows that. The only time we spoke to me was one Thursday. We had a meeting and we're taking on. I said, hey, Chief, gotta go hustle. I said, you Senator, who you going hustle?
I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up for 4 more politicians and 4 more opposition to come and can't do that. They do something to me. Look, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, the heat will hit somebody. They put out and say, oh, you're not buy, they're not buy me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I left from Nimakana, I reached at 2 o'clock in the morning because I was angry. I don't want to see anybody that movement. Jeremiah did not want me to be represented. I do not want Jeremiah to be vice president. Who will feed it? Who will feed it?
We got no leader in Labrador concerning our left president with Joe. Of course. Like you or not, photo carry in there. Yes, he just screen it well for us because since 15 years plus we've been living in my house around here. And he there screen it well by baby. They are screaming well. Apartment, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 1 bedroom. I gave him 12-year president because what? Since we've been getting leader, he's the only president that come in and like sit in a chair and do things that other people have never done.
We do not no longer support Unity Party. And the reason why is because of how they treated us. Almost 4 of our candidates, they took them away from us. And the fact that they're from the same tribe and the same county, they took them away from us. They use tribal pressure to force these people to leave our party. People we worked with for 6 years were bad enough to go and try to destroy us as a party. But we let them know during this election that we are a force to reckon with.
Woo! All right. Did you like that?
They set up people as a they never do more than 1 year. What all were they? People that are beyond CDC, they present, they will measure over who. What that corridor, start complaint. I can't be quite take you. Then you continue to go with plastic and you will do better. So the 4-year guarantee in Liberia. I said, when you tell them, they'll go by the place where they're coming from, they'll go by the one letter. They're going to do it more than 1 year.
Everything I said before God, I was president of the Senate. And for all the time I was president of the Senate, my job was to sit down and direct the debate. So you put your hand up, I recognize you. I'm telling you, one day, Mr. Weah never put his hand up because he didn't have anything to say. That's why they were calling Bobo Senator. I'm not joking. Joy Howard Taylor knows that. The only time Weah spoke to me was one Thursday. We had a meeting and we're taking on and saying, hey, Chief, gotta go also. I said, you Senator, who you going also?
I don't have from people. No, we stood up for 6 years. We didn't stand up for 4 more politicians and 4 more opposition to come and can't do that. They do something to me. Look, I will not discuss this anymore. But when the time reach, the heat will hit somebody. They put out and say, oh, you're not buy, they're not buy me. I am saying it now. When you're happy, I approach the issue, and nothing has been done about it. I left from Nimakanda, I reached at 2 o'clock in the morning because I was angry. I don't want to see anybody that movement. Jeremiah Kun did not want me to be represented. I do not want Jeremiah Kun to be vice president. Who will feed it? Who will feed it?
They bring out to go Steve to remain next to.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go Steve on the web post.
Yeah. He said, I'm a join to go Steve to the web minister to get money into the store. They will go take it from there. I said, my man, I'm only bad for the same lecture.
And how can the police catch you now?
The police people. Before the man called me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go Steve?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the night, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be, I'll call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You live for a working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go Steve now?
No, I'm not go Steve. I go Steve. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the net now.
When the man call me in the net,
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message you want to give you what tea?
Tea. Have milk tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread?
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside?
With egg inside, my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say, carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry now, so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man say, thank you. I say, okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends called me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say, want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say, clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep?
in a G. Then they have two.
A big Jibo.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG. Photo G.
Photo G.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
Air condition all inside.
no, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. You say I want to talk again. I wanted to mean the whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, you looking, hi, looking. Then you want post another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
The thing is explained to me that you come to get fair. You say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
To explain.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You said rest there, you brought dirty rest in the country, your cause on door.
I asked somebody rest yesterday. Not a dirty rest.
But what you were saying, you say the people in the plaza, you said that you pull it do now. So I don't expect you to say anything otherwise.
When I hear somebody telling me that Gifty was making love to Peters in the car, only Jesus can tell me that I will accept. Only Jesus. No CID, NSA, FBI report will make me to accept it. No kind of a report would make me to agree that Gifty Lamar was in the car on Broad Street having sex. Whereas when we went there, I was there when police opened that vehicle. We noticed that there was sand in her shoes. So the Broad Street play got sand now.
More than important. Because deep down my heart, I got a big chassis. Even one or two of those countries, Mr. Sako. No, I'm a bona fide citizen for 2005. I will never betray George Weah until the after within the constitution 18 years. You like it, you not like it, George Weah. But when I come and go forward to my I'll be sleeping until they go steal him for in the mansion like that.
Good morning, Margibby County. Good morning, Grand Bassa. Good morning, Riverside County. Good morning, Grand Cape Mount. Good morning, Bomi County. Good morning, Bapolo County. Good morning, Nimba. Good morning, Sina, Grand Crew, Grand Jide. Another day, another presentation. This is the Morning Breeze. It's on your radio. On this lovely Friday morning, the weekend starts today. And so from just wherever you are this morning, whatever you're doing, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the nation's premier breakfast info companion. We are every weekday from Monday to Friday to serve you breakfast. Invite a friend to come on as we bring you another edition of the program today. My name is Theo Williams. I'm not here alone. I'm here with the team as usual. Anthony Q, Jeff Junior, and Jefferson Perry Weir. We'll serve you breakfast together this morning on the show. Inspirational quotes or motivational quotes will come up for you shortly, followed by the traffic alerts and the weather report of the day. But let me tell you what's trending. Before that, let me inform you that we'll also go across the country to speak with our correspondents to tell you exactly what's happening in other parts of the country. You know, Liberia is, Monrovia is not Liberia, like many will say it. But let me tell you what's trending on the show this morning, folks. National Elections Commission gave green light on publication of biometric voter roll. Chairperson David Etta Brown Lasana says BVR format will be available to all parties. John Security termed Senator Prince Johnson's statement of armed rebellion as national security threat. University of Liberia-based student political parties continue serious disturbances on the UL Fenners campus Thursday, resulting to severe injuries sustained by other students. We talk about that and other issues on the flip side of 9 o'clock. At 10, we draw down the curtains on today's edition of the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.7. But let me cross over to my colleagues who are pretty seated. Jeff Vuya and Anthony Jeff. Good morning, guys. How are you? Another day, another presentation. It's the weekend.
Good morning to you. And let me say good morning to all of our listeners that continue to follow us here on this radio. It's a pleasure to be here today. Yes, on the weekend edition of the program.
Yeah. Good morning, Theo, and good morning to Liberians across the country and the globe at large. Again, we give God the glory for the weekend. It's a wonderful thing once you have life. Like one of our callers always, from Alvin from UNJAF say, we thank the Almighty God for pumping breath. Yeah. So
always say that, Alvin.
Yeah, for pumping breath. Yeah. So it's good. Once you have life, there is hope always, So we give God the glory that we're here this morning.
Great. Traffic alert quickly, Anthony. And followed by the wise words.
Yeah, so
motivational quote.
Yeah, so beginning with the Bushro Island, coming from as far as in fact the Broadview Belt, VOA Junction, coming to Iron Gate, and then just after the overhead bridge around the Redhill area there, you experience traffic, slow movement of vehicles at those various points, and you move on to Batie Town Junction before the Simple Bridge. You also experience slow movement of vehicles because of the roads condition there. You cross the Simple Bridge, you come as far as, in fact, about this time now, the traffic will begin at Allen Cleaner Junction. Allen Cleaner Junction is Simple Bridge. The traffic will begin from there. Slow movement of vehicles as far as Momotown Junction around the beer factory area using the Momotown side, and then also Douala Mansion, the Kanga building. Then you get to Douala, slow movement all the way to Carwell Junction. Those coming from Carwell using the, from Broadview using the Momotown side to Carwell Bridge, that you experience traffic, as well as Logan Town around Sayon Town. Yes. Yesterday I was on my way home. At least it has been a little bit reconditioned. So, the public works had to put some crush racks there. So, cars are moving out like before. So, you come around Freeport, then Petty Town Junction, where The traffic begins this morning all the way to Vietown, because the guys coming from Claratown using the Dole Community End from Jamaica Road, you experience traffic through that route until when you get on the bridge and you enter Central Monrovia, and you're free to go. So it means you have to be up as early as possible to beat the traffic.
So from Garnersville this morning, when you are at Barnersville Junction, you experience a little bit of traffic at about this time. It's just coming up. So when you come around St. Market Junction, another traffic point. When you leave St. Market Junction, you are at the New Georgia Junction. You experience another traffic. Leaving New Georgia Junction toward the battery factory to Jamaica Road or cow factory, you experience traffic out to Freeport. Now, another traffic. I think Jeff has concluded with the point from Freeport all the way to town.
Okay, so from ELWA Junction to Boulevard Junction at the moment, traffic. From Boulevard Junction to 540 Junction, traffic as well. And then from 540 Junction to Kellick Junction, traffic as well. From Kellick Junction all the way to Vermont, traffic. Vermont to 20th Street, traffic as well. 20th Street to 9th Street, yes, I experienced that quite recently. Traffic as well at this point in time. From 9th Street to Capitol Bypass, you can sail through. Or from 9th Street to Stella Maris Polytechnic or the UL, you can now sail through easily to town. So like my colleague said, the best you can do is to wake up early morning, beat the traffic. All you sleepy heads, wake up. Wake up, beat the traffic, and get going with your normal and usual hustle. Well, Anthony, quickly, the motivational quotes or wise words of the day, if I'll pull it that way.
So, our motivational quote and wise words this morning. Our very first one, we have 3 here, whether we'll take 3 or 2. But the first one says, it says, we dream without fear. So why let fear get in the way of realizing our dream? We dream without fear. So why let fear get in the way of realizing our dream? The next one says, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. That's it.
All right, quickly, the weather report. Currently, the weather is 77 degrees Celsius, mostly cloudy. Occasional thunderstorms likely to continue for the next several hours. There's going to be a bit of light rains across Monrovia and its environs. That's according to the weatherman. So please stay cool and act in accordance. Maybe you can package your rain gear.
Yeah.
Your rain boots, your umbrella, your raincoat. Get prepared. Once again, the weatherman tells me that it's 77 degrees Celsius, mostly cloudy. Occasional thunderstorms likely to continue for the next several hours. We're taking a quick break. Following that, we come back and begin connecting with our correspondents across Liberia, folks. Keep tuned, invite a friend to listen to the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 1517. The plate is heavily loaded this morning.
Just get bring her to go see to the main store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store.
Yeah. He said I'm joining to go see to the web main store.
All right, welcome back to the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.7. We are the official voice of Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation. And of course, we're transmitting live and direct from the corners of Broad and Buchanan Streets, downtown Monrovia. The man who's on the line now is Wakat the Al Jazeera Kiri. He's ABC Radio, Margibi County correspondent. Wakat, a very good morning and a pleasant welcome. How are you this morning?
God, though there are challenges considering the politics time in Liberia, and I am grateful. I am doing quite well, and I am very energetic this morning.
I love that. Before we go into what we call you for this morning, Walker, tell us what is it like in terms of the weather in Margibi?
Well, as we speak, the weather condition is at 30 degrees Fahrenheit, where there is sun shining, and the weather condition is very pleasant this morning. And you can see Kakatunians and Margibians in a very hurry mood, at least to run after one or two developments, including political actors, the motorcyclists, the drivers, and the Liberia National Police officers are on duty, ensuring together collectively will make things better for the betterment of Mama Liberia and all Liberians, including myself, in the country.
Great. So what's trending?
The most trending issues paramount above is that the education system in Margibi County, the various administrators of the various schools, including District number 5, Margibi County, calling on national government and their development partner, including Bridge Liberia, at least to ensure that they made to understand that they organize a program for back to school of students, and they themselves in this part of the country say they need to benefit from it because they're contributing to the education systems in the country, especially for the advancement of better basic quality education. And according to them, they said education is the only gateway to Liberia's development, and that is the gift that one can give to his or her child, at least for better livelihood transformation, to contributing to both local and national development. And the principal for the Church of Christ Academy School, Koga, located in the Barclay Farm in District number 5, Wheeler, specifically Barclay Farm community, Mistress Edith Tenge was quick to also say her school is doing quite well, and she also need to benefit from similar opportunities by also giving orientation, do they only with moral standards, but they also need the support of both national and local governments to buttressing their effort together will make the education system better in this part of Liberia and Liberia at large.
Talking about the education system, Wakat, what do you think? What is it like in terms of the enrollment this academic year in Margibi County?
Well, if you could not ask me that question, I'm coming to flag that issue. Parents are catching it, challenging, at least to send their children to school, especially when it comes to financial empowerment. And as a result of this, most of the parents are going to the various schools begging, at least to on credit basis, pay basis, so that when they go, they hustle, because most of these parents are observed journalistically from the length and breadth of Margibi County Political District 5, majority of them are in petty trading. And now they said, though the president, Dr. George Manewia, is doing quite well and he has done well with the education system in the country, but notwithstanding, much needs to be done. And they said they're calling on development partners, at least to help buttress the effort of the education system. And they are very more grateful to Honorable Nathaniel Falun McGill, senatorial candidate for the 2023 October 10 elections in Margibi County, for his financial empowerment, given not only to market women, but even in the various schools, that you can just go, you buy your form, is responsible to pay the registration fee, which the current senator in the county, although he's doing it, but he's carrying on a lot of political devices and things, but they are grateful to Honorable Maggie, and they said this year enrollment is supposed to be great, but with the intervention of political candidates for the senatorial race, Honorable Nathaniel Faluma gave, in which development is speaking volume and impacting lives in the education system, and also that development is also helping the parents with regard sending their children to school.
Walcott, let's leave it at that because of time. Thank you very kindly for updating us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Theo Williams. Before I go, let's leave that for that, so that will take care of that. Our listeners, how many that in that? One scratch card from Walcott Kerry.
Al Jazeera. Well, thank you very kindly. Walcott Kerry is our man there in Margibi County, filling us in with the latest from that part of the country. While you're listening to The Morning Breeze, is on ABC Radio 105.7. We're live and direct from Broad and Buchanan Streets, downtown Monrovia. I'm trying to go over to Bond County where we have Nathan Colley. Nathan Colley is ABC Radio Bond County correspondent. I'm hoping to get Nathan on the line this morning. Following that, we go to Grand Kibma, Lofa, and other areas.
Please switch off.
Well, we can get Nathan Colley this morning. Perhaps he's cutting across the county. Maybe it could be the network or so. But Nathan is one person who's always ready to speak with the team every morning. Guys, who do you have there ready? Can we get to Grand Kibma County where we have 40 Kamara? Okay, so let's make another attempt to go over to Jeff. You coming in?
Yeah, we are trying to go to Lofa. We're trying to go to Lofa to get Samuel Boley. We trying to get to Samuel Boley. Samuel Boley is our Lofa County correspondent. Let's see if we can get Samuel on the line now and bring us up to speed as to unfoldings in that part of the county. Okay, so Samuel Boley is our Lofa County correspondent. Samuel is live now. Samuel, good morning and welcome to the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio.
Yeah, good morning. Let me say good morning to our entire listener. Lofa is okay and everything is on code this morning.
Okay, Samuel, bring us up to speed as to the most trending news in the county.
Yeah, when it comes to the most trending news in the country, today is the women from the Unity Party background going to be having their launching in Ram District, where we were able to talk to them last night, and they shared a few of them we communicated with. The two of matter of fact, even the laptop that was drawn, they was able to purchase the laptop, the laptop for $500, and in fact, they are coming home. People are bringing the laptop to bring more because they brought fresh 30,000 and that's finished, and they are talking about they want more than 10,000, and they have the C. And again, yesterday we visited Foya, where we have both the supporters of the Coordination for Democratic Change were really in hard gear. Talk to them, they say, well, matter of fact, normally people have been saying when someone entering Foya, he normally enter over the weekend Saturday. And Saturday is the market day of Foya. They didn't necessarily they will conclude up. Other people will conclude, opposition will conclude as well, because it's the market day, that's how they play a spike. And it didn't necessary to have their program today, Friday, over the weekend, the end of the weekend, so that they can be the beginning of the weekend, so that they can be able to show the people, to show the world, well, matter of fact, Foya is owned by the Coordination for Democratic Change. And we quiz one of the candidates where she revealed that, well, matter of fact, in fact, they talked to some of them not to turn out because each of the group, they are about 50 and they have over 300 candidates. Just imagine if all of them were to turn out, it was not going to be a huge turnout. But the two of them, the few that came, definitely they were singing down to the world that Foya is really captured by the Coordination for Democratic Change. And not only captured now, but the final protest is going to be the voting day, where they're going to exercise their voting right by voting the re-election of President Weah. And they are sure of giving over 20,000 votes to President Weah when it comes to District 1.
Okay, so aside of the markets, the various groupings from the communities, what news are you getting also when it comes to the representative bid of Thomas Fala?
Well, in 4 district number 1, we talk to people. You have other people saying that, well, matter of fact, our father will not be elected. They're going to Mati Nyumale. Some of them are saying, well, based on some of the analysis, that he is corrupt, even he made it. But again, this is a political time. You have all of you where a bunch of them are saying, well, Thomas Farah election is not about I will. He have already demonstrated, looking at the Modi Town Hall in 4 years, you can compare with any of the town hall across the area, and also looking at the cement and constructed in the street of 4 years, looking at the lead pole, looking at the vocational school is almost about to do the completion, looking at the 2 radio stations, Live of Makona Radio, Vantage Makona with new Modi equipment, and also having your own radio station. They are saying, well, this is much development within the angles of the eye. If you elect him in 4 years, definitely 4 years going to benefit a lot. They have fast version, but looking at our analysis we made, really the support from the T5 it is ready to overwhelm me in 4 years.
Okay, anything we didn't touch that you want to mention?
Well, finally now, in Vonjaman today, we just see the political party, there's the candidates from the representative aspect are now in the gear to see how they can do the debate tomorrow. And in District 3, what we are expecting, we have communicated with majority of them. Some of them are saying, well, matter of fact, they will not be able to be there. Others are saying, President Weah is expected to be in the country on the in Kulahun District on the 27th, and the debate is also to be on the 27th. They are saying if President Weah is coming, definitely they will not be on the debate. Some of them are saying, well, because of the busy schedule they have to engage their people, they're not going to be on the debate. But we are waiting on our time.
Okay, thank you so much, Nathan, for always being there to pick up our calls. And please stay safe. No story worth dying for.
Okay, thank you ever so much, and I'm always take care about it.
Okay, Nathan Colley there.
That's
Samuel Bullet, that is of Lofa County. Yes. Yeah, so let's see. Can we go to Cape Mount now? Are you in Cape Mount already?
We can get the man
Fode Kamara
this morning. We can get Fode as well. I don't know what's happening. Seems like
yes, Nathan, I'm
the
still
weekend is
trying.
taking our guys.
Nathan is still not going through.
The boy ain't enjoying the weekend. That's not a weekend.
But you love Friday, so.
Do you have somebody on the line, Anthony?
Not yet. I don't have. Nathan is not. We're not getting Nathan. From Central Liberia. Well, so I'm not getting Nathan.
Well, I think we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Let's take this quick break. Following the break, we look at the issue of the National Elections Commission. Then we'll come on to the statement issued by the Joint Security regarding Senator Prince Johnson's statement of armed rebellion. The statement term what the senators say as a national security threat.
Yeah.
So we look at that and a couple of other issues on the flip side of the show this morning. So let's take this break.
studied Dillon. I studied Dillon for 10 years. I said to you, I follow him. And I believe that coming on board, he will not make the same mistake. Because Apostle Paul said, when you become a man, you put aside childish things. When you are married, there are certain things that you got to put aside because now you need to look at your wife and children. So you being Senator for Monserrato, Mr. Senator, let me tell you this morning, you have brought shame to us and not just only us. But I'm embarrassed. Will you be able to come out in 2023 and tell Honorable Gray and others say you guys are liars? Or even the House of Senate. Tell me, for example, if someone comes and tries to lie on an oath, what's the moral ground that Senator Dillon will stay on to tell a person, say, you'll be incarcerated for lying on an oath? You can't do it because there's common saying that says, watch yourself, know yourself before you point finger at another person. You haven't done that. What you have done, you just taking it to be something light. It's not light. Complete embarrassment for life because there is no difference now between him and the other guy. Someone said we did not really study Dillon. I studied Dillon for 10 years.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio.
One of your lessons.
Dillon is the man. Is
So why
the man coach.
Even the book is telling him psychology. The guest that is money for 10 years.
Dillon is the man coach. The man has been on Dillon since childbirth.
You get a master's degree in Dillon.
No, but that was the time Senator Dillon lied about his plane ticket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man,
say what you did, a lifetime embarrassment.
And then he said, I lie. Y'all forgive me.
Yeah. I mean, people who are
that's the
serving
thing,
public
right?
offices.
When you want power, you can say anything. When you get there now, then you start doing the things that you said you will not do, and then every statement you make during campaign periods, don't think people are not recording you.
Of course.
People are keeping those records of you so that if you make a mistake, if you default, they will bring you again to the spotlight. They will start checkmating you.
Remind you.
Oh, yeah. So you said this, you will not do, but you are here doing it.
All right. So, guys, it's 2 minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's begin the conversation on the first segment of the show this morning. I'd like us to look at the joint statement issued quite recently, the joint security issue statement. The joint security of Liberia has termed as national security threat a statement by Nima County Senator Prince Johnson threatening to fight back if the CDC-led government attempts to interfere with the October 10, 2023 general elections. The joint security said it is deeply concerned about statement attributed to Johnson in which he is heard threatening armed rebellion should the elections be rigged. A release by the joint security states that Liberia is a country of law. As such, aggrieved parties must continue to seek legal remedies to issues instead of resorting to violence. The release further noted that the concept of a single individual anointing himself as judge or anointing himself as judge, jury, and executioner must be discouraged. Well, I think it's a powerful statement. Gentlemen, we've said this thing over and over and again, and we will not get tired. I mean, talking about people like Prince Johnson and other warlords in this country. Now, it has reached a point where the joint security has issued a statement. All along, we've been talking, I mean, other people have been condemning this whole thing about being rebellious. Those negative statements coming from Senator Johnson. Finally, the joint security have issued this statement, gentlemen. Let's begin with Antonin. What you think? Then Jeff will come on, and then I will chant you a little bit. We talk about it and afford the audience the opportunity. We'll also talk about the issue at the National Elections Commission as well.
As always, is that statement by the joint security is in the right direction. It's in the right step because the maintenance, the protection, the sustenance of our peace rest on the joint security efforts. And so, Senator Johnson's statement, which many Liberians, including we here, have condemned, because we believe that, in fact, Theo, I was trying to get some things last night, walking around, and I listened to a conversation. It is obvious that nobody is willing in this country to go back to war. It is obvious that nobody is ready to form part of any rebel group. Nobody is willing to do anything that will tear down or break down our system anymore. And I was listening to the conversation quietly. I did not comment. The young girl asked the other guy, he's a bit younger than every one of them that are having a conversation. So he was like, maybe he was supporting Prince Johnson and those who think they want to undermine the peace. So the lady asked him, have you experienced war? So he was still saying different things. She repeated, my man are asking you, have you experienced war? And he said, no. So when he said no, the guy sitting next back did not even wait. He said, that's the reason why you're making all those statements you're making. My Pekin, listen to me. I walk from here, Saclay-Pied. From Morovia, I walk from Morovia, Saclay-Pied. And somebody was telling him, I walk from here, River Cess. So the guy said, so the day you experience just 5 minutes of what we experienced in past years, you will never sit here and talk the way you talk, because you will know how painful it is to go through difficulties during war. Now, the guy say, everybody talking about suffering. You can go to bed quietly, you wake up quietly, nobody asks you a question. The only time you are questioned is when you come in conflict with the law. But the fact that you remain peaceful all the time, nobody, you get food to eat, you can get food to eat, you will do anything you want to do freely. And so, President Johnson threat about this will be, the resurgence or the repeat of the Arab Spring. This is Liberia. This is not Tunisia. I don't want to say those are the people that want war, but those are the places that the Arab Spring originated, and and other things. So this is Liberia. We have had our own side of 14 years. 14 years of senseless civil conflict. No reason why we fought. Nobody will tell you. Somebody will tell you, say, because people were desertified. Desertified with what? What did we achieve? Because sometimes you take on some initiatives because you want something. But then, the 14 years we went through, killing our brothers and sisters, killing each other, destroying our own country, what did we achieve? The loss of over 250 lives in this country, that's what we achieved.
50,000.
Yeah, 250,000 lives. Oh, is that an achievement? The breakdown of our economy, the damaging of our entire system and country, the backwardness that will send our country, the reason why people who should be doctorate degrees holder today are still in high school. Is that what we achieve? Is that an achievement? That we Liberians will even think one day of taking the country back to where it came from for 1 minute? No. I think we have achieved nothing through out of the 14 years. I think that was useless. That was senseless. It was meaningless. It had no positive impact on the entire Liberian citizenry. So again, like the joint security condemned, They should not be only about condemnation. Because, Theo, it is often said that where there is smoke, there is always fire.
Exactly.
Where there is smoke, there is fire.
And it's often said, when the blind man
say, I will join you, he already gets stone in his hand.
Exactly.
Or he's standing on it already. So he just come down and pick it up. I was just reading some messages on Facebook. I don't want to give them credence though. But sometimes some of these things are not to be taken lightly.
Exactly.
I was just reading some messages, text messages exchanged, posted on Facebook, indicating that they were exchanges between Senator Prince Johnson and somebody else. What the joint security need to do now is, Prince Johnson has told us that he's prepared to bring back war in Liberia. It is clear when you say there will be the repeat of the Arab Spring in Liberia. Then you tell us that you prepare. That even if there is an error on the part of anybody in these elections, you will not sit down around the table for dialogue, which is the best way to solve all of our problems, or you will not seek redress at the court. So it means that the joint security now need to keep surveillance, keep eyes on Prince Johnson, watch and monitor his everyday activity. If possible, track his phone calls and messages and all of his social media accounts. Let them be tracked, because this is important. Those are things that we did not do in the past. Those were mistakes that we made, for which we went to all of what we experienced. And so the joint security has to monitor Prince Johnson. Their statement is right. It's appropriate. It's timely. But are we only going to issue statement and go sit back? I want to say, no, that's not enough. Only the statement is not enough. The statement is welcoming, but the statement alone is not enough. Let's keep surveillance. Let's keep watch. Let's observe and monitor everything, not only him, all of his associates. Maybe because when we say, oh, that Prince Johnson made a statement, we'll monitor him. He want to use another person. But he has made a statement. Let's monitor him. Nothing can come without his connection.
Great. And I want to continue from where you stopped, Anthony, when you say the joint security statement is in line, is timely. I think it should not just be a statement as well. At this point in time, a man like Prince Johnson, given his history, should be called for questioning. He needs to explain when he said there will be armed rebellion if the elections is rigged. He needs to explain. He needs to be questioned. Look, Prince Johnson is on record. The man is a terrible murderer. He's a warlord. Any way you want to frame it, his records are visible. You can trace them. He has a bad history. Those kinds of utterances should not and will not be given any credence in our democratic space. No, we've gravitated as a country. We've had 14 years of civil unrest. We went to the butchers, we took arms against ourselves and slaughtered one another innocently. I believe in my mind that those days are gone. Never again will Liberians revert to the bitter past or the ugly past of this country. The man is a senator, and he's making all those kinds of statements. He's threatening our peace. I think it should not just be about issuing a statement. Yes, thank you for issuing the statement, but this man should be monitored, like my colleague mentioned. He should be called in for questioning. This man has a bad history. The man is a murderer. And he's hiding under the canopy of being a religious leader or a religious person. Who does that? Wake up in the morning, you're making statements that have the propensity to derail the peace we enjoy. We've enjoyed 20 years of uninterrupted peace. From the regime of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to the regime of President George Weah. And you think we just sit down one morning or one day, just wake up and just issue threats. Look, Gentlemen, we will not rest on condemning Prince Johnson. We will not rest on reminding him of his past, his bitter past, his role played in the Liberian civil crisis. We will remind him every day on this radio. And we'll also enlighten the minds of Liberians who will feel that because you have Prince Johnson in your camp and you think he will turn Nima Kante over to the person you support. So you see his statements. You see all of those comments he's been making as nothing, as no threat to the country. We're not concerned about political leaders. We are concerned about the country. Our concern is about the country. We are more concerned about the country, regardless of politics. All of those statements Prince Johnson has made over the time has the propensity to derail the peace. And when the peace of this country is derailed, you and I will feel the pinch. I mean, Prince Johnson got one of his daughter in Nigeria. Somebody told me the other day. He got some of his family members. They're not even in the country. The Yeka Kola who can be making nausea every day. Yeka Kola wife and children in Ghana.
Oh, yeah.
They're in Ghana.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Most of them who are making statements, threatening statements, they have their family members out of Liberia. We are here. And you see nothing wrong with that because they support your political party. Because you want their support. So you see nothing wrong with that. Look, if anything happens here, God forbid, all of us will feel it.
The people of family are not
when
here.
the heat hit, we all will feel it.
Go Nigeria. Prince Johnson get a family.
So
yeah.
we will not sit there and tolerate those kinds of comments coming from a man who claimed to be a religious person. The man who will stay on the pulpit every Sunday and preach to people. Then when you tell people, say, don't judge the man. We will judge him. I will judge him. If nobody wants to judge him, I will judge him.
Oh.
The man is a warlord. Look, I'm blaming people like Prince Johnson. I'm blaming Bob Nekene. I'm blaming Yeka Kolobade. Those are people who committed mayhem here. We know them. The records are available. We can trace them any day, anytime. Liberians, because of the gullibility of this country. You look at Mela Prince Johnson, main senator for almost 18 years now.
The man fought for us.
The man who killed people here.
And I fought for Nima.
The man who killed people. The other man who killed people's family here. He killed people entire family.
Yeah.
And they're still living with that trauma. They are still dissatisfied. And you want to wake up the wounds. You want to open the wounds again. But those comments you're making, we're not tolerate those kinds of comments here in the country. Kudos to the Jones security. But hey, you guys will have to double up. Go beyond just that statement. Let the man be called for questioning.
Yeah. You know.
Let the man be called for questioning. The man is a threat. All over the world, the man is considered as a threat. The man has a bad history.
Everybody knows the man.
The man has a bad history. The man is a bloody murderer. He has a bad history. You go wake up Sunday morning, you go stay on pulpit and be preaching. Then you ready to come make threatening comments. You want to destroy the country again.
Mm-hmm.
You think you'll revert this country?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no, it would never happen. You and others who are in the habit of making statements that will undermine the peace, you guys are joking. You have to think again.
Rethink.
Look, we use our platform to always condemn men like Prince Johnson, the Yeka Koluba, the Bodnike, whoever, all those who were deeply involved with the mayhem in this country. We condemn their actions, we condemn their statements every day, anytime on this network. I mean, we're not here for that thing. Come here. We've had a lot. Men like Prince Johnson, that man will even smell power. That man will smell power. What's going on, Liberians? How are we thinking? We're electing warlords. And the very people who committed all those atrocities here will have the audacity to still be talking. They still talking. They still talking.
But how the man started thinking?
And that man was somewhere behind some bar, rusty bar.
Yeah.
He far from the country. You will not open your mouth to
Since
talk.
the day he left Liberia, when former President Taylor was president then, Prince Joseph, nobody knew about him.
I mean, have you heard Taylor say anything in our country when it comes to politics or any other thing for that matter? Have you heard Taylor?
No. Taylor
is where he is at the moment because of his actions.
Yeah.
I mean, if Sierra Leone, our next door neighbor,
can take action.
Why about Liberia? We have to. The government will
Must
have to
courage.
ensure that the war economic.
Forget about whoever, whatever somebody will say, oh, because you will not vote for you. Forget about that.
So I'm blaming Mela Prince Johnson. I don't blame him. I mean, Every time I talk about Prince Johnson, I feel so angry. Not just Prince Johnson and others. The likes of Bodnicki and
Every
others.
one of them.
All of them
Roland
who play,
Duo.
all of them who play major role in our country in terms of the crisis we had. Every time I talk about them, I feel so different.
George Bullingdon taking power.
Families, the lives of family members
God.
were taken because of their actions.
People are senators, they are lawmakers.
Because of all of the things today in this country. Some of y'all were eating human beings. We know y'all. You're eating human being here. You're opening people's stomach and took the intestine and make it as checkpoints.
Yes.
The records are there. And you people still talking. You're still talking in the country. You have the guts to be talking. Men like Prince Johnson should be somewhere now answering questions. He should be monitored like Anthony said. He should be critically monitored. The man is a dangerous man. He's notorious. Jeff, you were coming in.
You know, I just started, since we started the discussion on Prince Johnson, I started to do some research. And, you know, the struggle for power is within Prince Johnson. The man is power greed. When he was with the NPFL of former President Taylor, I mean, the man started to struggle. He needed power now. So he said, no, but then I can't be under this man. So he left and formed his own independent national NPFL. And then, but then this is what Prince Johnson did. I got to know in 1990 on September 13th. Till I don't know whether you heard about that. And I'm going to read this. During the Civil War, Johnson was notorious for killing anyone who opposed or criticized his actions. What happening in Nimba now?
Yeah.
So he's threatening people in Nimba. Journalists who are critical on him in Nimba, he's threatening those journalists. Now, when Hare Krishna devotees who were distributing food to starving people in Monrovia in the midst of the chaos of the Civil War, sent him a letter begging him to stop killing people, he, Prince Johnson, personally orchestrated the murder of Landini Devi Dasi, born Linda Jure, and 5 of her students on the bank of the St. Paul River on the night of Thursday, September 13, 1990. Just imagine, somebody just sent you a letter, say, I beg you, this thing you're doing, please stop it. It got him angry. It got him angry, and including the lady and 5 of her students. Somebody who is distributing food. Then you said no. The person said, I beg you, please stop. Then you said no. So the man is noted to be a murderer. The man, so he started, now, what he started in 1990, it has continued. It is now here in 2023. But then people are defending the man. They are taking his statement and say, oh, Prince Johnson, that just mere talk of man. The man, the statement are nothing. They can't do anything. Who told you don't? Look, Prince Johnson is a man that you need to be afraid of. It's not a man that when he makes statements, then you say no, like just mere statements. It's a mere bluff. No, the joint security, your statement, you have to go beyond that. You have to put a check on this man. You have to track him, monitor this man's daily activities. Everything he does, whatever Prince Johnson says, whatever he does in this country, we need to monitor him. Not just for we just mess him and you say, oh yeah, okay, Prince Johnson will condemn that statement. Yes, we condemn the statement, but he needs to be monitored.
The man is a veteran warlord. He's a bloody murderer.
The man threatening people, but still come to think of it, you think that maybe the ones with hearing through recordings, I just but you know what are other things he's saying behind the camera, behind the scene? You don't even know
why he's even planning.
Do you know why he's planning? Prince Johnson could be saying other things. These are just the ones that we can lay hands on. But he's saying other things.
That man is tactical.
But you know,
he's able to go back to the butchers.
Because who knows? Every day we criticize the man. We talk. If the man will call somebody, okay, he has those numbers from the guys there in the counter. So he calls them. He does not have your number. Other people who are criticizing, he does not have their numbers. Do you know why he's playing? Then somebody said, no, don't talk about Prince Johnson. Look, the joint security. This man, besides, not just Prince Johnson, anyone who has come out, including that I always mention Emmanuel Konkwa, who even came or condemned the entire security apparatus of our country, saying that he does not trust. In fact, he will not recognize them, so he will bring out his own security, and then the police, you got to cooperate. You got to cooperate with my security. You condemn our security. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, who are you? Look, some of us young people who just, I want you to do a check, do a research on Prince Johnson, read about Prince Johnson, what Prince Johnson did in 1990. You will know.
Jeff, the man is feared all over the world.
You will know.
All over the world, people fear the man.
Maybe some of you have not tasted war.
All over the world, people fear the man.
You've not tasted war.
The man is a murderer. People
So you just
fear him.
Prince Johnson, you support him because he's supporting one party. So you feel, we're talking to Prince Johnson because no, it is not about a political party. It is about the individual.
Look, Jeff, we have laws in this country. Like the statement, it was highlighted in the statement. When you feel aggrieved, follow the due process.
That's the only thing you can do.
Go through the due process.
Yes.
Other than making statements that will even indict you tomorrow.
The Arab Spring. Do you know what the Arab
process.
Spring is? Series of protests that took
like
place.
Anthony said, this is Liberia, not Tunisia.
It has to do with
We are not
terrorism.
noted for that in this country.
So you won't bring the Arab Spring, you won't bring that thing in Liberia?
You kill people here.
Then you talking about Arab Spring?
You committed mayhem here. You did all kinds of things here.
Do you know how many
You were in charge. You run things here. People still have that memory.
But Theo,
people still
come to think of
suffering.
it, do you know how many young people in this country who lost their parents?
Yeah, and you want to remind them.
They don't
with those
even.
kinds of
Some of them, they were smart. They were smart. They try to picture their parents, their real parents, but they can't get the actual picture of their parents.
But Jeff, there are a lot of people who were friends with
They just
yesterday.
grew up today on their own.
We cannot see them anymore. Some of them lost their
Then
lives in the silver
you won't bring that thing again. Look, the joint security, we welcome this statement. We are in full support of this statement. We want you to go the extra mile. It's not just about releasing that statement, but you should monitor this particular man. Every time he goes to Nimba, look, SOS, we need security. Every time the man goes Nimba, any part of this country, he needs to be monitored. Who knows what he's planning?
And Jeff, all those statements coming from Prince Johnson, I'm sure they are documented.
Yes.
We have the international community here.
We call on
Our
the
partners
international
are
community
here.
to monitor this man.
The U.S. Embassy is here. I'm sure they are taking track of those comments coming from notorious Prince Johnson. The pastor can tell a hearing pastor.
They mean insulting it all. You call the journalist. You telling you threatening the man. Then you call him. You insulting the man.
So as we zero in on this segment of the program, folks, gentlemen, I want to say this again. All of you who are Liberians, all of you Liberians who are out there supporting what Prince Johnson have said, all of his comments, all of those threatening comments, all of you who are in support of those comments because you think he would turn over Nimba County to your political party or to your political leader.
Yeah.
And so you see nothing wrong with all of the comments you have made over the time. Well, all I can say to you is that you have to think again because we are Liberians. Election will come and go. If anything happens, God forbid, all of us will feel the weight. Our children will also feel the weight. We're not prepared for that. All of you who are embracing Prince Johnson, the notorious warlord.
Yeah.
And you think, you're doing it because you're on the other side politically. We want to say to you, we want to caution all of you this morning to think again. You guys will have to think again. This country, we've had enough. We're not willing to revert to the dark days of this country. That's all I can say, Jeff, as we zero in on this segment.
Yeah.
Well, the National Elections Commission yesterday had a press conference, and Madam David Brown Lasana was the one who presided over that conference. I just like to read a few lines from some of those things that were highlighted during the conference yesterday at the NEC. The National Elections Commission gave green light on the publication of biometric voters roll. Chairperson David Brown Lasana says the BVR format will be available to all parties. The chairperson of the National Elections Commission of Liberia says the technical team of the commission is closely working to ensure the biometric voters roll is placed in a secure format. Madam David Brown Lasana informed the public that the format will shortly be made available to all stakeholders. She revealed a team of professionals working daily to ensure the final registration roll is printed and posted at each of the 2,080 voter precincts before election day. I think this is fair enough, Anthony. Many believe that this is coming because Senator Dillon and others have issued threats. About, moving to the NEC to protest. To call on that electoral body to ensure that the BVR is published before election. Look, let me tell you, the NEC have its own constraint. The commission is constrained. It's no secret.
Yeah.
The commission is constrained financially. And so all of these things will be done. It's just a matter of time.
Of course.
Even if there's a little bit of how do I call it? If there's a little bit of delay, rest assured that these things will happen. And so people wake up every morning, every time you just talk. It's not a bad thing to hold a particular institution or those who are heading a particular institution feet to the fire to ensure that the right things are done. But again, let's understand that the commission is constrained financially, and it is upon the government to fully fund the commission to ensure that we have free, fair, transparent elections. So sometimes you listen to political leaders, you listen to Liberians who are deeply entrenched with these hardcore political debates. Sometimes when I hear people talk about wrecking election, I get concerned, Jeff. I begin to wonder, I begin to think about the possibilities. But I want us to listen to the chairperson of the commission for a few minutes. All of you will come in and give your take about it. Give a take about the press conference yesterday at the NEC. Let's take a few minutes to listen to Madam David Brown Lasana, who spoke yesterday at the news conference.
Fellow Liberians,
Monrovia.
members of... Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Madam Co-Chair, fellow commissioners, distinguished stakeholders, fellow Liberians, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to the headquarters of the National Elections Commission and to this press briefing. The National Elections Commission informs you and the public that the voter check platform vc.necliberia.org, where an individual voter can check his or her personal voting information, was published on the website of the National Elections Commission on the 11th of August 2023. Registered voters who wish to access their information are encouraged to visit the platform, enter your voter ID number, also enter your year of birth, and then you can view your information. As has been with past elections, during which time the Commission made available electronic copies of the final registration roll known as FRR to political parties, independent candidates, and other stakeholders, the final registration roll for the 2023 presidential and legislative elections will be made available to all concerned. The technical team of NEC is working to have the biometric voter roll placed in a secured format, and same will be made available to all stakeholders as soon as possible. Meanwhile, the Commission has a team of personnel working 24 hours on 3 shifts to ensure that the final registration roll is printed and pasted at each of the 2,080 voting precincts prior to election day. Finally, the NEC informs you that in its continued drive to keep the public abreast of preparatory activities leading to the 2023 general elections, the Commission will commence a weekly press briefing on the status of the electoral process beginning Tuesday, 26 September 2023 at 11 in the morning at the NEC headquarters. The National Elections Commission invites the media, local and international partners and observers, as well as political parties' representatives to these weekly press briefings. I thank you.
All right, the chairperson of the National Elections Commission, Madam David Etta Brown Lasana, vc.necliberia.org is the website you can go to. All you need to do is just enter your voter ID number, your year, the date of birth, and then you can be able to know whether you are captured or whether you were captured as a registered voter. Significant improvement, progress at the NEC, but again, the commission is constrained financially. Jeff and Anthony.
Yeah, so Theo, these things you always experience. The only thing I can say to Liberians, like I always say, is that in the time of campaign, during electionary periods, you hear statements coming from various political parties, politicians, wanting to be critical, and then somehow making it to seem as if nothing is being done. So it is a good thing that the National Elections Commission had to come up with this release on yesterday, assuring the voters, not just the voters, but the world at large, those who are monitoring our elections, that yes, things are well on course. The final registration rule, which everyone is talking about, yes, it will be ready and given to everyone. Those that should be, or those that will be the one to receive it. So the BVR as well, and I like the part the chairperson striked, that the election commission, even though we are challenged, we are on course. The technical team, imagine 3 shifts. You work 3 shifts, you get people working different. So just in case shift 1 did not complete, the next shift will come and do what shift 1 did not do, and then pick up from there and do another thing. So be it as it may, October 10th, everything that you will need, in fact, the entire 2,080 precincts, everything will be in tight. So there's no need for panic, no need to, it's just, for the what Senator DeLong said, it's just, he was trying to maybe, I don't know what he's doing to It's a form I will call that Ashure. For me, I will term it Ashure because as far as I'm concerned, when the president even addressed the UN, he said that the National Election Commission is strengthened. The commission is strengthened. So while somebody come from on the other side say, oh, the people doing it or they want to happening. No, it was good that she called for this press conference, telling the voting populace that yes, things are on course. What you need to know, what you need for that day, it will be ready across the country. So I don't see any, form of delay. Yes, there is delay, but it will happen in due time. It will happen. Theo.
Yes, Anthony. Then we go to the phone lines.
So I want to have a brief thought on this entire press conference and the talks around the final registration rule, the final voter registration rule. The credibility, and I'm starting like this, the credibility of every process will always takes its root from the initial stage. And so there have been cause. The National Elections Commission has assured Liberians and its international partners of conducting a credible, free, fair, and transparent election void of influence. The government itself has ensured or assured Liberians of a free, fair, transparent, and credible elections. A few days ago, on the 20th, the president of Liberia, His Excellency President George Weah, was addressing the United Nations General Assembly. He also reaffirmed the government commitment to conducting a free, fair, transparent, and credible election void of influence. If we must have a free, fair, transparent, and credible election void of influence, the right things has to be done, or the right things have to be done. What are the right things that are needed? It started with the voter registration process. There were some, to borrow from Finance Minister, technical glitches. There were some skimmages along the way, but those things were resolved amicably. And the registration was done quietly, freely, perfect, and transparently. Now, we have done with the voter registration. We are very close to the election. The final voter roll, and this is key because in 2017, this was the very thing that took political parties to court. Every one of us are aware, because there were some issues that the final voter roll was not clean up because maybe of delay and otherwise. As per my little knowledge about the election activities or law, I'm quite sure, I stand to be corrected though, but the final voter roll or the voter registration roll should be published. Should be published at least a month to the election. At least a month to the election. And so when it is not published, we have 24 days or 23 days to the election. It is yet to be published. Today is the 22nd. Election is on the 10th of October. And so it means that we have less than 20 days to the election. It is yet to be published. Then it raises concern from everyone, not only opposition political parties, but to even the civil society actors, to even the religious communities in the traditional council, even to the ruling party. It has to be a concern, because any mistake in election, the blame is shifted to ruling party, whether it is an error on the part of the commission or something along the way, the blame is shifted to ruling party. So it is a concern. And we gather that the Unity Party, along with collaborating political parties, but prior to that, the Liberian Senate has invited Madam David Eto Brown Lasana on why is it that the final registration rule is yet to be published. The Unity Party and other associate political parties have had a plan to protest at the National Elections Commission headquarters. And I want to say we should not allow people to threaten, maybe protest or question us before we are moved to do what we should do. This press conference yesterday by the National Elections Commission, I feel and I think that that press conference was belated or is belated, because a day after the appropriate time that the voter roll should be published, if it is not done, the public should be updated. Why is it that it is taking this time? It will not raise questions as it is doing today, because you have informed the public on your proceedings. So because she was questioned and other people want to go protest, so she organized a press conference quickly and said, let's address the people to say we are prepared. Yes, indeed. Constraints in our system is everywhere, even to our house that people constrain. Then imagine you to your own house. Let's talk about the entire country of over 5 million population that you control electoral activities. There are challenges. There will be always. And so it is prudent. It is prudent that you, who is in the driving seat of controlling the activities of the electoral process, should be able to inform the public duly on happiness. But I think our press conference yesterday, well, information is not a bad thing. She has informed the public that indeed they're working on modalities, that the process of the release of the final voter rule or registration rule is done in as soon as possible. But that press conference was belated because you left questions in the minds of everybody. You allow people to even question the credibility of the election, which is not in the right direction.
Okay. Let's take some calls. 0777 105 100 0555 105 100 are the numbers to call this morning and be live on the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.7. We talked about the statement issued by the Joint Security and that of the press conference yesterday by the National Elections Commission. I'm sure all of you who are following would like to weigh in as per the various discussions this morning. Let's take the very first caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys do this morning?
Well, doing great. It's good to have you join us. Thanks for joining us as well.
Okay. Firstly, I will appreciate and wholeheartedly your first topic that has to do with Prince Johnson. And I think the government and security is supposed to go, even though he's supporting my party.
Your name,
but
sir?
Different. Joe Johnson.
All right, Joe Johnson.
Even
Go
though
ahead.
he's supporting my party, I mean, like giving us vote, whatever. But I was saying, you got to abide by the law. So if something that doesn't go well, they bring you to tax and ask you. So it be done to any other person who went up there. Now, my problem with you guys, I happy very well that your friend who just spoke, he said the right thing. You are generally supposed to follow the story. Director Brown went to the radio and said she has received enough funding from Fana Ministry. But she's discussing with them. What are you trying to say? If you have received enough funding, Just as he said, time bound to everything we do is plenty.
Hello.
So yes.
When did she say that? Because what I know is that the commission has complained over the time for finances to run the elections.
Very good. Senator Dara De La was on the line last night. He said she admitted it at the house when they sent for her that she had received funding, but she discussing with the finance ministry. How do you understand that? Very contradictory. See? So I want to go back to what your friend just said. Everything is timing. Everything in our life is timing. So if you say if the law says 30 days, what are you waiting for this long? Even though she promised them last this gone 18 have passed. So just as he said, if such things start to happen, they open room for suspicion. Even the ruling party will suspect. So I mean, it balance their story. When you give information, go for it and balance it. Thank God your friend came and said the truth. So there will be pressure on you when you're doing the wrong thing. Always. I don't care how perfect you are, but you got to be clear to millions of people all around the world are monetization. So if you come and say one thing, then another time you say another thing, you try to provoke anger of the people.
Thank you. Thank you. I have to take another caller. Good morning.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. I'm Tony. Yeah, we appreciate you. I just listened to one of the studio. He was just realistic. We see comes today SD our issue is time. NEC need to be on time. Let's say, for example, the final voter registration record. If it comes out something on October 8 or on the 7th, how you expect the party or how you expect the party to go through the document? How long will it take for them to peruse the document? If they got any point on the document, how will they file their complaint to the election commission? And how will they handle that case? So that.
Oh, he slipped off the line. 0777 105 100 0555 105 100, and the numbers to call and be live on the show this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to your co-host.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Mama Fode, and I join from Toho Community, Samanima Village.
Go ahead, Fode.
My attention has been drawn to the issue of the election commissioner. You know, sometimes the election have to come with it is the reason sometimes when we come people get problem with us. You don't come to the Labram people and say two things end of the day you can't implement it. Since she said on the 18th, today is the 20th, the 20, 4 days different. Then she say next week. So just look at the numbers will be up one month close to prior to election month. But she have not done it. She coming out to say things that would temper other people is because she don't have come to the picture to say that if she don't do it, they will get the commission of it. So they have to put the government on a fire before they do the record thing. So we have to stop there. We don't want to make fun of the Labrador people. This election is very crucial. That's the reason why a lot of people use a lot of statements. It's not mature.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me
even though the election is crucial, but we will not condone statements coming from people that we know with ugly history or bad record. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Have a say. Please go ahead.
I'm Brother Everything Battle Point from Carrisburg.
Go ahead, Bato. You're live from Carrisburg.
Yeah, what we are trying to say it is Liberia, we need peace. We need peace because in the state that we experience the war that passed the first civil war is not easy. But I'm sorry, I'm not here to condemn you, but the history that the man people, it's not only to just fight the war. Even like around Kali, a lot of people say, we get it. It's not only to just in the war, so our Morocco, what going on, we saw it.
Hello.
So that one now our business. How many person for the war, but who making reckless statement? I Prince Joseph.
We know making statement now. Everybody fought the war. People fought the war, but they're not talking. He don't want talking now.
We will scratch on him because he don't want making reckless statement.
We owe him because he's a notorious warlord.
No, not
and he don't want. I only he don't want take you to
coming to the media. He the
My
one
man,
talking all day.
all the people for war, the war finished. Who making reckless statement?
Only Prince Johnson.
Who threatening people?
I hope you're on the line.
My man, you think you love Prince Johnson more than anybody? You think you love any Liberian more than any other person?
Oh, Bargama be Bargama, but the man still making threats. He's still issuing threats.
My man, you think when you let Liberia, you'll be talking
He
like
left
that?
the line. Let me take another
What a
caller.
minute.
Good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, just calling you from an Niposi resident.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, thank you for your analysis this morning concerning the issue of Prince Johnson and the Election Commission. But the issue of Prince Johnson, why it's true that we all are not in support of the statement, and everyone is condemning it today. You remember back, when there's a general from the Southeast where he went and make a statement saying that they will form a crew defense force to protect the president.
My brother, when I say a crew, man, I condemn that thing when when General Power said it. It was during the closure of Roots FM. And you can remember, I tell you now. It was that time when he made that statement, right? When the guys got angry, they said they were going to close Freedom FM.
Yes.
Yeah, I say a crew, man, but I let trouble team, my man. I condemn that thing. Our one person said who are looking very bitter with that man.
It's true, but what was the position of security?
Oh, okay, so the joint security not take action, so they will not talk to this time.
Okay, from there.
No, now I'm asking you a question now, my man. Wait. So because somebody beat me yesterday, police now arrest the person. So they beat you today, they will not arrest you. They will not arrest them.
What happened if something happened yesterday?
Yeah.
As a government, it is a government.
Mm-hmm.
If they was wrong yesterday, it should be wrong today. But they can't be right yesterday, and today is wrong.
So in fact, that statement you're making now, what was the joint security position? Yeah. The joint security. In fact, Power was inverted. There was a video showing that Power was making a statement. I was on the scene. I recorded that. Power was inverted. So if you think, okay.
Thank you. You have to give other callers a chance. I'm afraid. Let me leave you at that. Let me do justice. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, the line. Good morning.
You have the bottle to score sentence.
0777 105 100 0555 105 100 are the numbers. And you'll be live on the show this morning. Big brother Sunshade, Roland Chobe, you can call my personal line if you find it difficult to get through this morning. I read your text. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm Romeo Pixaba, and I call you from Carwell.
Go ahead, Romeo.
My attention has been drawn to the statement made by Senator Prince Johnson. And really, this coming election, every Liberian, even the impositions, the other political party, everybody are wishing a peaceful election. You see, and Prince Johnson is a sitting senator who is also part of the opposition. So we do expect him to be making all other reckless remarks. And sometimes, some of these remarks that Prince Johnson usually made are blamed the joint security. This is not his first time. Prince Johnson made reckless remarks. You see, so I expect the joint security to even question or call Prince Johnson for questioning. You see, and he should remain silent because Prince Johnson knew very well he passed during the Civil War. So they should call him for questioning and then tell him that anytime you don't have anything good to offer the Liberian people, then just remain silent until we can see our election become peaceful and our country to remain stable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very kindly. Let me stay with this line. Take another caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Why, Kokwe?
But I told so I want to find out from you. The other caller said the statement that Prince Johnson made, without a threat, when the point knows they will not rig election, there's all to be complete. Let's say it. Yeah? The word if.
Kokwe.
So when they see that they will not rig election, what it knows about?
Kokwe.
Hello?
So in short, you defending what Prince Johnson is saying.
He said the man said if, so he's not threatening.
So the man said if.
Listen to me. Hello? They see where we are in Liberia, yeah? The man say, hey, but we want peaceful election.
Listen. You know what happened? You know what happened? You know what resulted to the Arab Spring? Prince Johnson referenced the Arab Spring. No, when I cut you off, we'll let you share your ignorance on the radio. When I cut you off, let me take another caller from this end. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Shagari. I'm the president of the United Intellectual Response Group.
You said secretary for what?
UP Intellectual Response Bureau.
Go ahead. Be live on the radio.
In our march, everyone are all participating in a peaceful election. We should also tell the election commission to do the right thing.
And that's what we said.
Do the right thing.
Of course.
That's what we said.
Because if you see the private was the 1985 election. The election happened in the Pado Rica election. 1 month after, there was a coup and a coup failed. And first then, they were just killing people because you feel insecure. You're just killing people, and I want body war. So the election matter is an outcome thing. You see, other countries there, the coup taking place in other countries is because of election. So that urge the election commission to do the right thing. You see what's happening now? And now the final photo room supposed to be asked. And also now, according to the election law, 30 days to election. All political parties should have had the final photo room, but now, see what's happening now? So let's tell the election commission to do the right thing. The statement Prince Johnson made to me, and that's the right thing. They only telling you that the consequences of not doing the right thing as an election or breaking an election. There are the consequences he's telling you about. He's not telling you saying you'll be war.
How you understand? How you understand? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Johnson Bukodi.
0777 105 100 0555 105 100 are the numbers to be a part of the conversation this morning on ABC Radio. This is the Morning Breeze. Good morning. We'll take female callers, gentlemen, and we'll transition. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Guy Palmer. I'm calling from Oro Chubo.
Go ahead. You're live from Chubo.
Yeah, we really need peace in this country. And we expect the election commission to conduct itself in a very peaceful manner and carry on all of the activities that issue to avoid war in this country. Because the peace of the country, it depends on the election commission, the political parties, the stakeholders, and the Supreme Court. So we hope that what the election commission is doing, it should be in the interest of the Liberian people. They shouldn't miss that. We're getting a credible information that the voter roll, the information that was put up during the registration is different.
Where you get your incredible information from? What's the source of that information? You better stop confusing yourself and misinforming the public about.
See you tomorrow. Why you call it?
Where you got credible information?
What
information from where?
Where you read it from?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you, man. Please go ahead. You're live.
Thank you. My name is T. Patrick Pewe. I do join you this morning from my Sokune resident district for Masurado County.
Go ahead. You're live.
Good morning to you and to men and let me check something this morning. The issue about Senator Johnson arrested our president and he did what he could, and yet he said he didn't take power. And since then, up to present, Senator Johnson has been from power democracy, and his contribution towards Mama Liberia building university and contributing to our peace. They have that all of those things are relevant to us.
The man want to read the peace, so the man contributing to peace.
Okay, listen now, listen.
What?
Listen. Okay. I think some of you guys are aware, I said you fail to play like it. You can hear Jawaji Koji telling people, telling people, we will fight with all of our blood and strength to do every other thing to win this election. You think in your mind, as an educated person, when somebody speaking in a funny manner, you think it making sense to people that it's a peace message?
What you think?
To say we will fight with all of our blood and sweat.
What you think, my man?
To win election.
What you think?
Jawaji Koji can people, can tell people, or any
citizens and tell people that we will fight with all of our blood and strength to win this election. You think does that make sense? It make any peace or any message or there as a peace?
So what do you think?
Okay, I'm telling you, anything that make the mouth to shake, that's something on it.
My man, look, everyone who have made statements contrary to the peace and stability of our country, we've checkmated them.
Since I will tell you for free.
No, that thing you're talking about.
No, but when somebody say I will follow my
The man
sweat,
said,
my sweat and my blood to win the election. My man, interpret it for us now. Waiting for you.
Somebody telling us that we will fight with all of our strength and blood to win this election. Do you know why it means blood?
What it means?
Hey, my man, you
Tell
can
the
tell us
meaning
now.
now. What does it mean? Just say a meaning.
I mean, you'll leave it, man.
No, let
Let me tell you something. Very good. You see where you understood Prince Johnson when he's stating that understanding somebody.
How do you understand it?
So you don't have to question somebody. So for Wonder tell me that they will fight with all of their strength and blood to win the election.
See your leader, man.
It can be war they themselves. They will fight and they will share blood to win the election.
Is that an interpretation?
Let me tell you, we will not set up for anybody to come and round on free and go. Let me tell you, any attempt for
My man, call me, not threatening anybody. Call me, want to threaten people.
we share the same blood.
Look.
Call me,
I mean, a
It's
young
off.
man.
It's off.
A young man.
Are the kind of people them
You see that?
misleading?
A young
Are the kind
Nigerian
of people?
man.
Are the kind of people giving Prince
Look at
Johnson the
this one,
cause
yeah.
to be talking? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great. Thank you. Please go ahead.
My name is Yusuf Kiazu. I'm calling from District 17 Broadview.
Go ahead, Kettle.
Go ahead.
Oh, to be frank, the statement from Prince Johnson is condemnable. But one thing you generally should know is that electionary is not an event, it's a process. And how can it be that the processes to the it seems to be so fraudulent because you one time when we talk about the voter registration, when the people said we have people that do double registration and they're going to clean all the road. After they clean all the road, we expect the number of registration to go down. But what happened is an increase. And you all know that
Information.
Why you
I
got
mean,
information
don't
from, man?
increase where? Who told you what
the
they increase?
election commission is supposed to publish the FRR, and they fail to do that. So if you not publish the FRR for all political parties to view it and give that, and if they have any problem, any point, so that you express themselves to the election commission, if you keep it and then close to the election, you give it out, and the people have no opportunity to view it and give that points.
Thank you.
What the process is leading to.
Thank you.
So
Let me hold it and take another caller. We don't have the luxury of time. We're taking 3 more calls, then we transition, gentlemen. Good morning.
Sir,
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Darrell Johnson calling from Nema County, Diablo.
Go ahead. You're live from
How
Linda.
are you following us, brother?
Yeah, brother.
Hello, Chief.
Let me just congratulate.
Yeah, one minute. I want to ask you a question quick. 1 minute.
Prince Johnson. Me, I'm calling from the Nema Bill.
Hello.
Johnson.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you
We
getting
want to know
us?
how are you monitoring this broadcast?
It's very clear.
By what
I mean,
means?
You monitoring your radio or you following via social media or what?
Network is fine.
You following on
When
Facebook?
I'm calling from close Arico Bell, the Diablo Bodadi.
Through Facebook or radio?
I'm going through the Facebook.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I just want to tell Prince Johnson he's not the only man from Nema County. That every like use and flirting. He's not the only man. Prince Johnson yesterday, a son was here. I called way there. I like food. And you understand? We know the kind of a man that is Prince Johnson. We know what Prince Johnson did for our people. So Prince Johnson shouldn't be the man. He shouldn't be the man county. What people do understand with that? We have suffered from 1989, 1990 up to this time. The whole lot of things, damages of human life. That every time you will just get on the mirror and just letting people.
Okay. Thank you, my
We
brother.
don't want war. We're not fighting for war. Whosoever win well, that's it.
Exactly.
But Prince Johnson just get on the video every time letting people. Nobody not being Prince Johnson made to fight war.
Thank you.
Prince Johnson is listening to me. He should not that mind setting yesterday. He shouldn't think on the feet that someone will get behind for our MBF to go fight war for Nema County. And
is a diabolical lie. Nobody going to get there. We know how we suffer.
Yeah.
And we know how our life was damaged.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The man said he was a son with the man.
I think I overheard him say he was a son with Prince Johnson. Carwell, yeah. The man had a base at Carwell.
Yeah, that's what he
Good
was.
morning.
Fuck it down.
Yeah, but let me give you some information now. Because they are saying you're not getting all the information. Make your information.
Call your name.
After the same, I'm qualified again. After the same county registration, the election commission gave the registration each county. Also, Ralo Majibi grandfather when you go down to their website to follow up all the following photo, you get to know that also Ralo Majibi grandfather increased by the number. It's not decreasing because
wait, they got. And then wait now. Wait.
When you sort out the name that do double registration, the number is supposed to increase. Also, according to that time, also 891,000. Now, also increased to 901,000.
So you know what happened? Listen now.
He's not taking into consideration.
Listen. You know what happened?
Thank you.
The man looking at
the past record
no
from Maserati.
After the people said there were other names that are under investigation.
Yeah.
Those names were not added to the one they released. Him looking at it. So he only looking at the people released in 1 year. But those one are under investigation, they investigated them, and some of them were clear. So when you get problem with the mayor, you now put the mayor on the road.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Alvin.
Hello.
Quiet, Alvin.
Good morning, Alvin. Good morning. Go ahead.
Let me appreciate the money for the beautiful talking point. And also let me appreciate the Almighty God for pumping breath into us, our voices.
But I love.
Let me not get Prince on this statement. I want to get it here because that is our political rhetoric. Prince Johnson and get to know fully well our president. We are having a witness election. They were facing the war crown court. The vision 2030 that Tesla talking about, the vision 2030 that Eddie Johnson said he talking about, the vision 2030 that all presidents have been talking about. President, we are the ones supposed to lead with our vision 2030. So they want you to happy. They want the president. We have to disgrace the politicians in the country because when president, we have to take the matter of power. They're coming. More people like so I want you to happy. We don't even rewind the country like we want to president.
Okay.
More police so that he can take.
Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you, Alvin. Let me take Lasanche Roland Trobe. Good morning, Lasanche.
Lasanche is our final quarter.
Thank you very much for the recognition. I'm Lasanche Roland Trobe. I come from Monrovia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you a text already.
I read your text message.
Okay, but you see, let me just go because of time. When statements are made, what criminal justice practitioners do is to view that statement. In a commission of crime, you have two sides, two components, which is the intent and the capacity. People don't just go running after every accusation or every statement that is made. You sit down and analyze it. So coming to Senator Johnson, look, we are in an election period, and some of the things we see happening is a worth saying some things that will serve as a deterrent. Like the gentleman who was saying, after if you look at the Maserati was 800,000 plus. And after the deduplication and everything, it's gone to 900,000. I thought when you do deduplication, people that were duplicated, you delete them. How can instead of reducing, it goes up to 900,000? That's one issue. So all of these issues have to be addressed. And people say things differently. The way Prince Johnson said it is not the way I would have said it. But sometimes you see the way you, the journalist, air your view on these things, it also has the propensity to create chaos.
Okay, so we allow you to, speak out because we'll be asking some questions.
Go right ahead.
As we go along. You talked about the intent and the capacity.
Yeah.
So what are you saying to us? What are you saying to Liberians? It said that Prince Johnson does not have the capacity to go back to the butchers, given his history. Is that what you're saying? In the midst of all of the comments he has made over the time?
Between you and me, from my own background,
yeah,
Senator Johnson does not have the capacity.
Why you think he doesn't have the capacity?
Senator Johnson is living on past glory. Like the caller before this one, the last one, said. I mean, people fear Senator Johnson's voice. But when you really, if you know Senator Johnson, the first thing, age has caught up with him. And age comes with all sorts of things, which I don't want to name. I don't want to go into his privacy. And all of these things you take into consideration. Senator Johnson is 30 years ago. It's not the Senator Johnson or the Prince Johnson you knew 30 years ago. So what he's saying now, I would say in a literal term, it's a toothless bulldog.
So I want to ask you this.
You said what he said does not in any way have the propensity to undermine the peace. But the man has referenced the Arab Spring. You and I know how the Arab Spring happened. So should he be making those kinds of comments, especially in these critical times in our country?
That's why I told you.
Isn't that insightful?
That's why I told you people have a way of saying things. I could have said it differently, and I've said it many times differently. Look, everybody is talking about the rule of law, which we all subscribe to. But looking at my court system, look, when you are bitten by a snake once, when you see a laser, you run. Our Supreme Court, with all due respect to them, it's been sub-easternized. What happened in 2017? The ruling from the Supreme Court, the opinion from the Supreme Court, there were frauds, but it's not enough to overturn the result. And in law, they say fraud vitiates.
So last I want to ask you
looking
this.
at all these past history, people are trying to sign these caveats so that people who are in charge of this election cannot do anything that will plunge this country into chaos.
So
crimes are two sides: the offender and the offended, the victim and the perpetrator.
Last year, I have a question for you. You and myself, okay, you and I, we're in a process and we are going back and forth. But then I made this statement to you, or this threatening statement to you, that in fact, if you do this, I will send people on you. How will you take that statement? How do you interpret it?
Say that I didn't get it well.
If I said to you that I will send people on you, how do you interpret that statement?
Oh, you are referring to
Senator Johnson. What he said to the journalist
you are referring
and to the
journalist.
mayor. Yes.
Okay. Just like I'm saying. I mean, people say things differently.
Is it a mayor statement?
That's how Prince Johnson said it.
Is it a mayor statement?
That's a Nimba thing. People look. When you are
Nimba is Liberian. Nimba is in Liberia.
Lassanchiate, I'm having a different thought about you this morning. Go ahead.
When you are making fuss, there's no good word you say to your opponent.
Are we forcing?
If you and I are forcing.
Are we forcing?
The next time you open your mouth and say that, I will put slap in your ear. I will say something worse than that. Does that mean I'm able to do it?
So when you're critical about something, are you forcing?
And mind you, I am not saying what Senator Johnson said is not condemnable. But people react to situations differently.
Well, do you agree that it is condemnable, right?
When
You
you tell
agree?
the cat to not eat the fish, tell the fish to not sing.
But you agree it's condemnable, right?
Be magnanimous enough to do all the right thing and at the appropriate time.
Okay.
Then we'll not have all this talk.
Even though you agree his statements has the propensity to undermine the peace, and you also condemn it, right? Hello?
Hello?
I said, even though you agree that his statements over the time has the propensity to undermine the peace, and you also condemn it, right?
To say it has the propensity to undermine the peace, I would say no.
All right.
It is the way he reacts to it.
Thank you.
And everybody has a way to react to situation.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very kindly, Lassanchiate Roland Chobet, for your participation this morning on the show. We're taking a quick break. Following the break, We will Bekia Kone, Princess Fatu Gavla, 1984, bringing back the memories. It's on ABC Radio 105.7. This is the Morning Breeze. We are your early morning parrots. Tia Williams, Anthony Jeffan, and of course, Jefferson Weir. Fidel City is on the break, but I'm sure he's somewhere monitoring this broadcast at the moment. Congratulations to all of the celebrants of the day. All of you celebrating special occasions, celebrating whatever occasion. Congratulations. This is Liberia, folks. Let's maintain the peace as we move towards elections. Congratulations to Jackson George of our staff. The man celebrates his birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Jackson George, from all of us here at ABC Radio. Wish you all the best. The lines are still blinking. I love this music. I love the jump, the salsa, and everything in it.
Sound of Radio, the world's powerful beat. 105.7 FM. It's your best time. This is the Sound of Radio, the world's most powerful beat. 105.7 FM is your best dive.
Rovia, oh Rovia. Yes, Rovia Logistics is back. Have you been looking for a one-stop shop to rent and hire machineries of all types? Look no further. Rovia Logistics Incorporated is the answer. Rovia Logistics has wide range of machines like dump trucks to haul your sand, red dye, crush rocks, and border rocks.
As for your construction needs, do not worry. Rovia Logistics have all sizes of yellow machines to meet your desire. They have machines like bulldozers, compactors, excavators, forest machines, backhoes, and many more.
The interesting part is you get to hire them hourly, daily, or monthly. And that's not all. They also rent pickups of all types like Toyota Tacoma, Nissan Frontiers, Ford F-250, and they are equipped with all-wheel drive options for bad road conditions. Locate Rovia Logistics Incorporated right at the corner of McDonough and Carey Streets on the Kakata Highway, Copper Farm area in Fendel, around the University of Liberia campus, or locate our head office on Randa Street.
Contact Rovia Logistics and cell numbers 0777 874 231 or 0888 726 172. You can also email them on rovialib@gmail.com.
Better still, WhatsApp Rovia Logistics on 0777 874 231 or message them on Facebook, Rovia Logistics Incorporated. Rush now for quality services at affordable prices. Rovia, oh Rovia. Yes, Rovia Logistics is back. Have you been looking for a one-stop shop to rent and hire machineries of all types? Look no further. Rovia Logistics Incorporated is the answer. Rovia Logistics has wide range of machines like dump trucks to haul your sand, red dye, crush rocks, and border rocks.
As for your construction needs, do not worry. Rovia Logistics have all sizes of yellow machines to meet your desire. They have machines like bulldozers, compactors, excavators, forest machines, backhoes, and many more.
The interesting part is you get to hire them hourly, daily, or monthly. And that's not all. They also rent pickups of all types like Toyota Tacoma, Nissan Frontiers, Ford F-250, and they are equipped with all-wheel drive options for bad road conditions. Locate Rovia Logistics Incorporated right at the corner of McDonough and Carey Streets on the Kakata Highway, Copper Farm area in Fendel, around the University of Liberia campus, or locate our head office on Randa Street.
Contact Rovia Logistics and cell numbers 0777 874 231 or 0888 726 172. You can also email them on rovialib@gmail.com.
Better still, WhatsApp Rovia Logistics on 0777 874 231 or message them on Facebook, Rovia Logistics Incorporated. Rush now for quality services at affordable prices.
You get bring her to go see to the main store.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm on join to go see to the web main store to get money to the store. They will go take it from there. I said, my man, I only buy for the same leisure.
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave for a working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
when they call you in the now.
When they call me in the
yeah.
He asked me, he say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so what you say about this election?
Thank you very much. I would prefer the paper to go.
Who is your papa?
JB.
Why?
Thank you very much. Because one fight that the soccer that was taking in the country is not small thing.
The suffering?
Yeah, suffering. And secondly, when that paper win, we'll able to get a job.
How?
Thank you very much. Now the men that in power now, saying enter in the care. 6 years, there are no job. There are no job.
But who they cause?
Who they cause? He not cater to the job.
What you mean?
That's what I mean. He's a mayor football player.
Oh, so football player can?
Yeah, he not no quality. He not no quality. So I'll tell you that you must deal with the devil that you know that you now see before in your life.
Yeah, but the man served already for 6 years.
Oh man, I'll tell you that. I'm telling you that. We are behind. We're not behind your. We are behind. We are behind Joseph Wakaya.
Yeah, but say you now because
we are many you.
Why?
I'm telling you that for not by my war. Thank you very much.
Ahmed Johnson Makoli. Happy Friday, folks. Thank you very much.
Are you from Lofa?
I'm from Pasawota, Kolahon District.
So, but why you don't like open business?
My brother, let you one day, my brother. I'm leaving you. I'm from the bush in my brick road.
But why you don't like open business?
My brother, let you one day, my brother. I will tell you with the mayor. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
It's Friday.
Oh, yeah, my man. Happy Friday, man.
It's Friday. It's Friday. So,
I mean,
thank you very much. I'll very listen.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, particularly Ottawa 10. You have got to the care.
Are you from Lofa?
I'm from Pasawota, Kolahon District.
So, but why you don't like open business?
My brother, let you one day, my brother. I will tell you with the mayor. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You know, when it's Jane, I ask the question, what like Jane, they say, thank you very much. All right, folks, we just thought to spice up the program this morning. As part of the weekend, you know, we've been talking. I mean, let's laugh a little bit, man. Yeah. Thank you very much, yeah.
Working with your government. That don't feel happy enjoying the country here.
But they got people also from Lofa that working with you.
My brother, let me know one day, my brother. I'll get my uncle.
Yeah.
So I call you.
Every time the ask the question, once they know that question is embarrassing, you say, let me know one day. Yeah, wait all the SOA.
But you want all of them to know you.
I want to know about but the message that nobody him voting is a remote for how they call it, man. Thomas Fala.
You mean just wait. Pastor Jada removed for Thomas Fala.
Thank you very much. I'll tell you today. Lovely.
So every person that is asked, they make an
So
I will tell you that for the Cameroon to go to our home, there are no road. There are no good bridge.
But the major to power.
My brother, let's forget about that, man.
Yeah. Maybe that they probably try your best. He said no. Don't forget about that one. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Welcome to the continuation of the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.7. No, our man, Jeff.
Yeah.
Johnson Makoli, the man, our man. So, welcome to the second and final lap of the show. We are moving towards 10 o'clock. The University of Liberia-based student political parties continue serious protest. I beg your pardon, no man for the distraction. University of Liberia student-based political parties continue serious disturbances on the UL's Fenner campus Thursday, resulting to severe injuries. It was reported on Wednesday, September 20th, that students carrying deadly weapons, including some with marks from both Student Unification Party and the Progressive Students Alliance, besieged the Fenner campus, causing havoc for innocent students. Also on Thursday, September 21, 2023, violent students continued disruption of classes at Fenner campus, thereby causing Progressive Students Alliance of injuring one of their members. The situation undermined learning activities at the UL Fenner campus as there was total disruption of classes. Well, so you see this whole thing about having student-based political parties. Jeff, I don't know about you, but I don't buy it to a greater extent.
Of course.
Yes, I don't buy it to a greater extent. I mean, when you go to school for a reason. And that reason is to learn so that you contribute meaningfully to society. That's the essence of going to school, so that you live a better life. You know, when you go to school, you learn. At the end of the day, you would definitely reap what you sow. And so I'm one person who don't really give into that thing about having student politics on the various campuses of universities in this country. I don't really buy that. Honestly, I don't know about you. Perhaps the audience could have a different view, but I don't get it. Because, Jeff, the fact of the matter is, the students will leave, those who are deeply involved with the political activities on campus will leave the real academic issues and get deeply entrenched with the political happenings in our country on their campuses. Get involved deeply. And another thing I've noticed over the time is that this issue about militancy is too much. I mean, you go to school not to be a militant. You go to school to acquire quality education. The militancy, that posture is just too much. Everybody that militant. I don't buy that, Jeff. So as a result of their militancy, or because they are believed to be militants, or the sub-militants, people from Progressive Student Alliance, people from the other side, all those campus-based political parties or institutions, in my mind, they're not doing right for the other students who will want to learn, who will take up the time, wake up every morning. Jeff, do you know what it means to wake up, go to bed, wake up every morning, get on the road, just to acquire quality education? And then at the end of the day, when you go to school, because people acting like militants, they will disrupt normal activities. You will not learn what you're supposed to learn for that day. You will not go to classes as a result of their actions. I don't buy it. The militancy is too much. That kind of posture, too much. The people, they are more militant than, what they went to school for. You go to school to learn, not to be militant, be calling one another paku. Look, I'm one person who loves intellectual debates. I'm a lover of intellectual debates. It's good. It's a way of, expressing and giving a clear understanding of how you see things, how you understand happenings. And it's a good thing to debate, to exchange intellectual muscles. But to the extent where you want to see it as a militant thing, I have a different view when it comes to that, Jeff. I have a fairly different view when it comes to that. The militant thing in this country is too much. We go to school to learn. In as much as you are there to learn, others are there too to learn. They pay their fees. They make sacrifices. And they must reap what they are sowing at the end of the day. So your militant posture, the attitude of being a militant, should not be a hindrance to others who want to learn. I don't know how you see it, Jeff, but that is my take about it. I want to condemn in the strongest term the action by those quote-unquote militants, whether at the main campus of the University of Liberia or whether at the Fender campus of the UL and all other campuses where they have that student political thing. And the whole thing that has turned into being a militant. I think it's too much. And it is causing serious problem for those who are making the sacrifices, those who are making strive to becoming someone tomorrow, to acquire quality education and contribute meaningfully to the growth and development of this country. I have a different view. I don't know what's the take, Jeff.
All right, so Theo, you and I, we share like views when it comes to student politics, most especially at the state-run University of Liberia. You see, the thing is this: not that students should not have various groupings on the campuses of the University of Liberia or other private universities, as I may say, but it has taken another trend in our country. Student politics, when I lately got to know from the Dave Representative Gray challenged soup that he was going on campus after the Student Unification Party had chased Councillor Musa Dean out of the campus. They chased, then they attacked Aloysius Howell. From that backdrop, Representative Gray said he was going on the campus, the main campus of the University of Liberia, to see.
And not just those two individuals, Jeff. They did it to the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia.
So
she was the first person.
That particular, in fact, the act of the soup now is not just a normal thing, like they're just doing it on as a student thing. But the thing in my mind now is that the guys are being sponsored by opposition. I would say that's my opinion, because if you look at Martin Colley, who is in EZA, Martin always, he came in a form of activism. He was like an activist, saying, oh, the government this, he criticizing, he checkmating people, your credentials, and what have you. Martin is a soupist. That's tend to be corrected. Martin, who was then critical, acting that he was neutral. Today, the man is on the side of the Unity Party. So I'm just coming to, I'm making a point.
I care less of who's supporting them, right?
Granted. No, the student politics are
my
coming
concern
there.
is their continuous disturbance.
Because that
is causing problem for those students who want to learn, who want to sit in the classes and learn.
Yes. So
that's my concern. I'm not concerned about who's supporting or where the support coming from. No, that is not my argument.
Granted. So politics on campus now is being politicized. That is my issue. Because students who are supposed to be in classes, you went to school, the University of Liberia, right? College degree is 4 years. At most 4 years. I think in my mind now, the president of the University of Liberia or the entire administration now should be checking on some of those guys that are there now, who should have graduated maybe 2 years ago or a year ago. Since 2018, some people went there. It had been free. So, but even up to now, by now, you should be at least out. But some of these guys will stay there. Some of them will just intentionally to cause chaos, to disrupt classes. They will intentionally carry one course for a whole semester, which of course you are not paying for any course on our campus. But because you want to cause chaos, you want to disrupt classes, you don't want other people to learn, so you will stay there, and then for no reason you come up with some kind of thing according to you that you think you are in an interest
of the university. No. No. So look at what happened again on Wednesday. It started. When I listened to this lady, a girl from the university, people, what is the essence of students, university students who are going over there to learn wearing masks?
Yeah.
Why must you wear masks to go on campus and disrupt classes? Why must a student wear masks? Theo,
what does that indicate?
Well, I mean, what does it indicate? Student
The wearing of
politics should be.
masks.
I mean, politicians now, students, politicians, I would call them, should be wearing masks and then instilling fears in other students. And then people got wounded from their actions. You know how many persons got wounded from the actions? Now classes will be put to hold. People will not go to school. Instructors will not go to classes. The activities on the campuses of the University of Liberia will not go on only because of a group.
And that's one of the reasons why most people who go to the state-run university will take a lot of time.
That's it. Because
not that they
are
not passing those courses.
Yes, but because
of
you're
the
supposed
constant disruption.
If you're supposed to cover a particular topic within a frame of time, you would not. For example, the people supposed to be discussing the business law now, those in the business department for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a whole month. So this is started now on the 20th, on Wednesday the 19th. Today is the 22nd. Nothing here. So nobody doing anything. So 1 hour per day, 3 credit hour will just go in vain. So you'll not do anything. You have to wait, and the man will have to cover up for what he did. For the time he stayed away from class, the instructor will have to come back, and then it will delay you, so there will be an adjustment again. What is that? You plan to graduate in 4 years, but then you see yourself going. So many people, that's the thing about it. When people out there, some people ask, but they may not stay on. Some of them, it's not that they have stayed on, it's because of the disruption. Unprecedented thing, they may just get out and just disrupt classes unintentionally.
Imagine people go to school
intentionally,
and
they just disrupt classes.
They wear khaki uniforms.
Wearing uniform
with all kinds of
boots.
inscriptions.
You wear military boots.
I mean, we
just like a military man. Then you go on campus. You disrupt classes. You don't want other people to learn. People have said, some other guys, they don't, look, that's what I said. The people, the administration over there, I mean, hey, Dr. Nelson, you need to start checking these people.
No, that thing is highly political, Jeff.
But I said it, Theo.
The administration have tried over the time.
I told you, Theo.
To avoid student politics.
I told you, Theo.
These guys
have been backed.
I recall very well during the regime of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Because when Yeke went there that day, they were behind Yeke, but they were against Akara's group, but they were behind Yeke. So it's been politicized. It's been politicized. You against somebody for entering the campus, you're against that person, but then you in favor of the other person coming. You saw that on the campus. The main campuses of the university, they went against grade, but they hailed Yeke. Soup.
And I don't know why students will allow themselves
to be used
by politicians.
The gas paraded the entire streets of Monrovia.
If that is the case, Jeff, then
we saw Yeke in the midst of Sudan on Killer Street.
It's a sad time for our country.
If you want to be a student, be a student.
Go to other countries,
who told you student politics now in other countries?
Students are well behaved. I mean, they are going about their normal academic activities. They're making significant strides to acquire quality education. Come to Liberia, it's a whole different story.
Somebody won't learn.
I mean,
then you said no, nobody should learn.
This thing about politics in our country has taken a different trend in this nation. The young people are so engulfed, so entrenched with politics, and politics have divided this country, and it continue to divide the country as we speak, Jeff.
The university is free.
This is the only place where we don't go about supporting our various candidates in a mature manner, in a democratic manner.
Sure.
We don't respect each other's
We
views
don't.
when it comes to politics. Jeff is a supporter of Party X, and Anthony is a supporter of Party Y.
Yeah.
In Liberia, you don't see eye to eye.
It is only in Liberia.
You don't see eye to eye. No one will be able to convince another person to come over intellectually.
No one.
To explain the manifesto of your party. Explain what you think a particular political leader is capable of doing to transform the society. But instead, what I noticed in Liberia will be about personal attacks.
But that's all.
Going across social media, insults,
But just all, Theo.
denigration.
Nobody can tell you said this. They will just, you see them fighting.
So I don't support
insulting.
that whole ideology of having student politics on
I don't support that.
university campus.
Look,
I don't buy it.
So let me tell
It's
you something.
disturbing.
So let me tell you something.
It's disturbing.
Even though it's a religious institution, when I was when I was attending the Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary, right, as a student, Theo, there is politics. I mean, students' politics on campus. You know how is it? It is being governed by the institution. Oh, you think you come and go Baptist Seminary, then you while people in various classes, then you say you can't organize something to start running around, then all the instructors run away. No, it can't happen over the seminary. The people can regulate, in fact, the activities, whatever plan you have. The leaders, those guys that are in leadership over there, in fact, people say, oh, maybe that Christian university. No.
Some
He
institutions.
said, no. Dr. Masakwa, he said, no, that's not it here. So you won't speak out, you won't take to Facebook, you won't go block the entrance. You said nobody knows. It is not at seminary. So why? I mean, these things can happen at, or AMEU, UMU, Stella Marie's. It can happen. We agree. Those are private universities. But in as much as it is a higher learning institution, people are going there to earn a degree. They have gone there for, a specific purpose. That is, in 4 or 3 years, they should be out. So no one will go and disrupt the 4 years. You can say, the guys over there, many of them, they won't graduate. They're just there only because they want people to see them and say, oh yeah, they may, for what reason?
Let's take some calls, Jeff. We are out of time. 0777 15100 0555 15100 are the numbers.
You can be inside, but take time
to call and be live on the fun segment of the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 15.7. We're talking about the recent violence at the state-run University of Liberia, particularly the Fenner campus. University of Liberia student-based political parties continue serious disturbances
every now and then
on the UL's Fenner campus. Thursday, resulting to severe injuries sustained by other students. So people will know what you're saying.
Yeah, they will get affected.
Thing,
they got affected from your
severely injured because of your actions, because of the militant posture all across the campuses of the State-run University of Liberia.
Free university,
both campuses. The main campus and the Fenner campus. I mean, I don't buy that whole thing, Jeff. I continue to say.
You're not paying tuition.
Look,
it's still causing problem.
Those kinds of environments, right?
Oh man,
should be peaceful. Where the students will learn in a peaceful and conducive atmosphere. I mean, you go to school, this is a nuts all over the place.
I was trying to get
what does that mean? I mean, what
Soup's chairman?
What does that indicate?
Kelvin, I was trying to get his number.
I don't buy that.
I asked for you.
I mean, you go to other universities.
Yeah.
You go to the campuses and things. You observe total silence, perfect decorum.
Yes.
The students are learning in a peaceful and conducive atmosphere. How you go to school and you be an army man? Why you go join the army? You won't be militant. Or go join the police.
You go.
They got paramilitary. Paramilitarism.
You go organize Stella Marie's campus.
I think it's wrong. It seems like we're not having any call on this.
Yeah, so let's just wrap up.
We have to go.
But
It's been a wonderful presentation. We'll be here again tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow Saturday. Sorry. Oh, I see this person on the line. Let's see who's here. Good morning. Oh, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Sandra from student of the University of Liberia.
Go ahead, then.
It's cool we have you.
Yeah, actually, if you people get this information, you got to understand that we have two political parties on the campus.
Okay.
And this one Wednesday, those who wore the mask was not a stupid. They were pushing. The desire to disrupt classes is not stupid. So if you get the information, you got to get it clear.
No, listen now. We're not being particular about soup or whoever. We're condemning the action of those who are into that high degree of student politics, into that kind of militancy.
We not reference that
all around the universities.
Happening.
We're not saying those who wore masks were soupists or we're not soupists. No. We're condemning the action, but those who carry out the action, and we are saying the militancy is too much. That kind of posture, too much on the other campuses of the University of Liberia, and it has to stop.
Yeah, I understand.
That is our concern.
Yeah, I understand the point. Thank you.
Thank you very kindly. Thank you very much.
You gotta go back to
thank you very much. No, we gotta close our line. Let me see who's here. Good morning.
Morning, my dear brother. How are you?
Yeah, the oral governor, Adamsi Isaac.
Sure, thank you for the recognition. This is the people's governor, Propo Defender, joining from my district, from the Oro.
Oh, my man, you still
look, my man, if I was near you this morning, my man, I look for a nearby hot coffee area and just give you a glass of coffee. You just said it right. That's one of the things when we talk about men, you can get angry with us. My man, look, some of all travel out of the country and came back. Not even out of the country, but some of our librarians, some of the colleges and other universities, they in the place here. You can be passing there, say, there is nothing going on. Just what you just said. But what men, the men can be going to school. Instead of you wear your macaw, the men wear boots and push short in and look kind of different dress code. They get it to say, oh God.
It may be afraid.
Yeah, my man, when we condemn this kind of thing, and people say, oh my man, the men and people say we mean well for our brother. That kind of play that we pray that your land honor a cool atmosphere.
Okay.
For every day must be north of the Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.
My brother, thank you very kindly. You couldn't have said that any better. Thank you so much. We have to go. No time. Sorry, we're not taking much calls on this segment because we are caught up with time. Time is our worst enemy in this business. But Jeff, how would you like to close up? We have to go.
Well, thank you very much. It is Friday. Dio, any plans for the Friday?
Well, I don't like to disclose my Friday plans.
But
you know,
serious,
after work, let me finish working.
Today is Jackson's birthday. Jackson, today Friday, and your birthday is on Friday. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's what. Thank you very much. One more. We have to go, people. It's been a wonderful presentation. Thanks to all of you for tuning in to the broadcast this lovely Friday. We'll be here again, God's willing, Monday. But don't forget the Hard Talk crew will be on the radio this afternoon with those firing and stimulating debates on national issues in our country. This is Cesar Gator, the legendary musician. He's dead and gone, but his lyrics will continue to live on. He was known as the Bassa King. Congratulations once again to Jackson George, who celebrates his birthday today. All of us here at ABC Radio wishing you well as you celebrate your natality. Congratulations to Jackson George. On behalf of the host of The Morning Breeze, Fidel City, I would like to say thank you very kindly. Enjoy the rest of the broadcast on ABC Radio, and thank you very much.